for the Row. I am Matt Topolsky, and we want to recap what we told everyone last week, and that is that Rex Andrews has been stripped of the Reality of Wrestling Championship due to medical reasons. And I'm going to bring in my broadcast colleague and analyst, Brad Gilmore, to unpack this. Brad, we're going to crown a new champion at our April pay-per-view, No Limits.
Yeah, No Limits. For the first time ever, we're going to have a new Reality of Wrestling champion on iPay-per-view. The championship is vacant. Rex Andrews not able to fulfill his obligations as the Reality of Wrestling champion. Therefore, Booker T made the executive decision to strip Rex Andrews.
And speaking of championships, right here tonight, Big Van Harrison is going to get another crack at the Reality of Wrestling TV title when he takes on Ayden Cristiano. We saw it here a few weeks ago, Brad Gilmore. Van Harrison just stacking up members of La Familia, sending a message to Ayden Cristiano. But can he overcome the numbers game here tonight with the title on the line?
Well, here's what Van Harrison has working in his favor tonight. Last time, he and Ayden Cristiano went one-on-one at our pay-per-view. Ayden Cristiano was a surprise entrant. It was an open challenge. Van Harrison had no time to plan or strategize for La Familia and Ayden Cristiano. Now, several weeks removed, he has that opportunity, and I think he's going to take it in full force. And tonight, I think we're going to have a new two-time television champion.
And we also have a rematch on our hands to get the action started this week. Clay Roberts against J.J. Blake one more time.
The Dynamite Adonis, J.J. Blake, who, by the way, Matt Topolsky, has been on a hell of a winning streak as of late. If he can beat Clay Roberts, that's 2 in a row, and I think J.J. is inching his way back to television championship contention.
Well, you know, since Clay Roberts took care of Legion some months ago, it's been sort of a rough stretch for him. Can he regain his footing? We're going to find out right now. It's J.J. Blake and Clay Roberts in the rematch, and it starts the action this week on The Row.
Introducing first, making his way to the ring from Virginia Beach, Virginia, weighing in at 230 pounds, J.J. Blake.
Well, you know, Matt Topolsky, since our ring announcer can never do it right from Virginia Beach, Virginia, he weighs in tonight at 230 1/4 pounds. He is the Dynamite Adonis, the champion of all television, J.J. Blake.
Do you know that that's probably my favorite thing about you, is that just like a parrot that can be trained to repeat whatever its master tells it, every single time J.J. Blake comes out here, you shower him with praise.
You know why?
And accolades.
You know why? Do you know why? Because he's Dynamite Matt Topolsky.
Who even I must admit is building some serious momentum for himself.
J.J. Blake has been on a roll. But Clay Roberts, I don't want to undermine Clay Roberts just because I know J.J. Blake is probably the greatest person standing in this arena right now, but Clay Roberts is impressive. This man knows what to do inside the squared circle. He is an athlete. He might be from Skipperville, which the last time appeared on a U.S. census was 1880, when they had a population of 85.
You know, can we talk about the man's accolades and athleticism inside the squared circle without you overtly insulting him because of where he comes from?
You know what? I'm just stating facts, Matt Topolsky.
Let me tell you something about Clay Roberts. This is a guy that's a man of 1,000 counters. I mean, you watch him, this guy, you can call some fighters a counter puncher. This guy is a counter fighter. And you've seen it time and time again. Just go back to what he did with Legion and how he was able to get through that house of horrors. Kick out here, barely a 1.
But think of it. There's no champions from Skipperville, Alabama. A champion is from Virginia Beach, Virginia.
Well, Clay Roberts is trying to change that here tonight. Roll up here, reversal. J.J. Blake smartly ducks under that second rope there. Clay Roberts was looking to take his head off. Stick around here tonight. Reality of Wrestling Television Championship up for grabs as Big Van Harrison gets another crack against the leader of La Familia, Ayden Cristiano. Clay Roberts right there. Cartwheels over the top, flips over the back. This is what I'm talking about, Brad Gilmore. Look at this, a handspring here from Clay Roberts into a crossbody. Very impressive, just a 1 count. Reverse into a Russian leg sweep. Nicely done, hooks both legs. Again, just a 1 count. J.J. Blake defiantly kicking out here in our opening match this week on the Reality of Wrestling.
I saw Clay Roberts earlier tonight in the back. He had a George Foreman t-shirt on, which makes sense. He's a real loser.
George Foreman is one of the greatest heavyweight champions of all time, Brad Gilmore. What the hell have you done?
George Foreman's a lot like Clay Roberts. Too ugly to be the world champion. World champion needs to be pretty like J.J. Blake.
Oh, look at that. Beautiful move by the Dynamite Adonis. And look at that, and another kick to the side of the head.
Well, Clay Roberts may be out. He may be out cold here, and J.J. Blake obviously doesn't care how he wins the match as long as he does. And the official now looking on. He's going to have to initiate the count here.
Count. What is the referee doing? He needs to count. There we go. A little faster. J.J. Blake, the Dynamite Adonis, and a big sidewalk slam to the Boy Scout from Skipperville. Oh, look at that.
Cover here. 1, 2, that may be it. Clay Roberts barely slipping out the back door before that count of 3, and J.J. Blake now imposing himself on his opponent.
Clay Roberts has a whole hell of a lot of heart, Matt Topolsky. I mean, we can sit out here and, oh, wow, joke all we want to, but Clay Roberts.
Well, you're the man that alluded to him being a loser because he's wearing a George Foreman t-shirt.
Well, come on, that's very loser behavior.
Very impressive. That's a jackhammer. A jackhammer there. Shades of Goldberg.
Well, that's the thing about the Dynamite Adonis. He's always pulling out something new. You know, he's always learning. Always getting better.
I'm going to go out on a limb here and say no one has watched more tape on J.J. Blake than Brad Gilmore.
He's going to hit with the black hammer. Oh, look, Clay Roberts, he can't even stand up.
J.J. Blake taking a right hand to the face, make it 2.
Wait a minute.
Swing and a miss.
Oh, but Clay Roberts lands on his feet. Oh, wow. Great athleticism by the Adonis. But same for Clay Roberts. And what is he doing now, Matt?
Look at this, over the top! Into a rolling senton, cover here. Hooks the leg, this could be it. Clay Roberts almost from the jaws of defeat, stealing a victory here in this opening contest. And what was once all the J.J. Blake show has certainly changed.
Clay Roberts, stiff kick to the sternum. Looking for that lifting knee. Oh, wow. That's just power, Matt Topolsky. I'm sorry,
J.J. Blake certainly has a size advantage, and he is utilizing it right now. Oh, my goodness! That'll rearrange the spine.
This is brutal. Referee should just call for the bell right here.
Well, this isn't the UFC, Brad Gilmore, that leads all sport in early stoppages. This is the reality of wrestling, and there's plenty more heart and determination and action still in J.J. Blake. Or excuse me, in Clay Roberts.
No, you had it right the first time. You had it right the first time.
He's going for that Blake end here.
Clay Roberts able to roll
through. I told you the man of 1,000 counters here. Oh my! Shot to the gut again. Clay Roberts doing everything he can. Now high knee to the chest. Short arm clothesline.
J.J. Blake though got right back up. Swinging net breaker. Oh wow!
You can't keep him down. Just a minute ago you were calling for this match to be stopped, and Clay Roberts now driving that knee in the face. This could be it. Clay Roberts cover here. Hooks the leg. 1, 2. Oh my!
so close, Matt Topolsky. But you're going to have to do more than that to keep an Adonis down. J.J. Blake is like a Greek god. And Clay Roberts is a lot like Icarus, flying too close to the sun.
Well, I've never seen a statue of a Greek god cowering in a corner before, Brad. Up over the top here. Clay Roberts hangs on. Now Clay Roberts climbing the ladder. What's he got here? Up top! High cross body! Oh, reversal from J.J. Blake.
But I've seen a Greek god exhibit amazing, incredible strength.
Clay Roberts gets out of it there. A little matrix action from J.J. Blake into a Blake in. That's it. 1, 2, 3.
It's dynamite, man. It's dynamite, TP.
What a heroic comeback attempt from Clay Roberts. But in the end, the size and strength advantage from J.J. Blake was just too much. And the man who refers to himself as the Dynamite Adonis continues his winning streak. Another one in the dub column for J.J. Blake here tonight.
Hey guys, this is Nancy Perez, and I'm here backstage with Van Harrison. Van, the moment is finally here. Tonight, you face Ayden Cristiano. What are your thoughts? How do you feel?
Tonight's the night. Nancy, let me tell you this. 1 member, 2 member, doesn't matter how many members there are of La Familia. I've walked through them all. Tonight, I'm getting my television championship back. Tonight, I'm standing victorious over Ayden Cristiano. Tonight, I'm victorious over La Familia. Tonight, you will hail the new television champion. Tonight, everyone will hail Van.
Yeah, so look. So I got this thing, right? All right, so you're gonna take your thumbs and you're gonna hold them out like this. All right, so and I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna put this here, and I'm gonna put this here. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna say wing 10 times fast.
10 times? What?
Yes, say it. Wing 10 times fast. Do it.
Wing, 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 wing.
Hello? Who's there? Oh my God.
Yo, what's this?
Hey, what's up, bro?
What's so funny?
Hey, bro, look at this. I gotta say, so she like, hold your thumbs out. And I'm put this here, this here. And I tell her to say wing 10 times, but say, hello? It's a phone.
It's a joke.
It's a phone.
Yeah, it's not funny.
Bro, what do you mean it's not funny? It's hilarious.
Man. It's not funny. It's stupid. That's exactly what it is.
Bro, what is your problem right now?
My problem is you're always joking. It's always ha, fun and games with you, dog.
Bro, where's this coming from right now?
Where's this coming from? Where were you last week? Huh? That match? The reason why we lost is because of you. Yeah. Playing around.
Bro, is that really the road you want to go down right now?
Now you want to be big and bad now. You couldn't be big and bad in the match last week. You know what? Let me chill. Because the last thing I want to do is fight with my brother. But you need to take some stuff serious, dog. You know, we let them come into our house. If the titles would have been on the line, come on, man. We got to get serious. So look, I'm going to step back and chill, and I'm going to get serious. And you call me when you get serious.
Hey, I found it.
We've been looking for him.
I called you like 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, why are you not answering, man?
Like
Come
five
on.
times. And
We've been looking for you. We're trying to get the plan together.
his phone's on silent, I bet.
You
Your
know
phone's
what?
on silent?
That doesn't matter no more. We found him. So what's the plan, Jefe?
Maybe he's on silent.
Jefe.
The plan?
Yeah, I mean, we kind of have to get ready for Van. You know, the match is coming up.
You know what? Get out.
But plan?
I said get out now.
Are you coming with us? You know what? Let's go. Come on.
He's looking at me weird.
The following is a triple threat match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, January.
Matt Topolsky, we saw Ghost on the program tell the members of Legion they're going to battle, and one man will be the sacrifice.
And his opponent, February.
Well, I've got to tell you, Brad Gilmore, it's 2019, and I thought that we were about 2,000 years removed from human sacrifices, but if you ask Ghost, it's in vogue. What will happen to the loser of this matchup here tonight? Hell, what will happen to the winner? That's not a guaranteed get out of jail free card either.
Isaiah.
This is a triple threat match. You're right. I mean, what happens to the loser? What happens to the winner? You know, Ghost is off letting these three duke it out. And I'm a little bit afraid of what these three men are capable of doing to one another. We've seen what they've done to the reality wrestling roster for years now. We've never seen this.
Let's roll the ball, let's go.
Well, here we go. The start of one of the most bizarre triple threat matches you'll ever see in your life.
Well, I mean, it's not, I'm at a loss for words because it's not like these three aren't teammates. These are people who are regularly together, and now.
Well, I think Isaiah is trying to talk some sense into the other members of Legion, saying we shouldn't be doing this.
We are one. It's your fault. It's your fault.
Wait a minute. January and Isaiah duking it out here on the outside in front of us, Matt Topolsky. Triple threat.
Oh, February off the apron.
Triple threat rules here, Matt Topolsky.
And again, I have no idea why Ghost would sanction something like this in the first place. Why he would demand this of the other members of Legion.
They got to prove their loyalty to him. They got to show them they're willing to do whatever it is.
Okay, well, let's say, hypothetically speaking, all three of them destroy each other here tonight. There will be no more Legion.
We've said that before, Matt Topolsky. What happens? People start popping up out of nowhere.
Side suplex there, cover 1, 2. January and February now duking it out in there. Knee to the face. Isaiah trying to step in here. To Isaiah's credit, he was trying to talk some sense into the other members of Legion here before this matchup, this fight, which I think is a more appropriate way of describing it, began.
Well, many reality wrestling stars have fought Legion throughout the years. We've never seen Legion fight one another. The three most recent members of the 11 members of Legion throughout the years are now going at it.
Got red slam right there. Isaiah taking the brunt of it.
And still to come, Matt Topolsky, is that television championship match between Van Harrison and Ayden Cristiano. A rematch from the last stand.
Roll up here, roll up, cover. Got it too. Isaiah here, looking for a backslide. He's got it too. Stomp to the back. You're going to have to help me out, Brad Gilmore. Who is in the ring right now? Is this January or February?
This is January and Isaiah.
Like you said, Isaiah, we saw him for the first time at the Last Stand pay-per-view. And I think that these three men are battling not only to show Ghost they're willing to do whatever it takes.
Cover 1, 2.
But I think that they're battling to see who's the favorite. Who's Ghost's favorite? Who's his right-hand man? Who's the co-captain?
Well, you know, this isn't a kickball tournament between siblings. I mean, this can get very ugly very quickly here. The idea that they would be battling for the affection of Ghost just adds another bizarre element to all this, but why else would they be out here, I guess? Why the hell else would they agree to this? Rear naked choke from behind here. Look out! Up top! A frog splash! And as Ghost looks on from somewhere, whether it be a monitor in the back or the parking lot or the rafters here at the World Gym Arena, Legion is destroying itself at his behest.
All three men down. February pulling himself up to the vertical base first and followed by Isaiah. The two men, oh wow, stiff shots by the two men in the center of the ring. And this is just bizarre, Matt Topolsky.
Well, it's Legion. What would you expect?
February keeps saying it's your fault, Isaiah. Isaiah hitting January.
Look out here. The first 2 months of the Julian year battling once again. Looking for what was, I believe, a full Nelson slam into a stunner reversal here.
How are these three going to be able to coexist after this match, Matt Topolsky?
How are they going to be able to stand after this match?
Oh, wait a minute.
Isaiah here. Oh, an Alabama slam! What a chaotic and bizarre situation unfolding here.
I still do not know what is going on. We can speculate here, but it's not like we're let in to the locker room of Legion or whatever it is that they congregate.
By all means, go knock on their door.
Oh! Wait a minute. Maybe we should send that Sleuth Row reporter in there. Maybe he can find something out for us. As January goes up top, there's only so many ways this can end. Oh, he's fighting him!
Oh, why not? Oh! I think Isaiah just spit a part of February out. Or was it January?
In the Julian year, they all seem like the same month. Or they all seem like the same person.
Oh, no.
Oh, wait a minute. He's got him up on the shoulders. We might see some old school right here.
Oh, wait a second! Oh, my goodness! You've got to be kidding me! From the top, cover 1, 2, Isaiah! With a 10-foot diamond cutter to win it!
I thought we were going to see something like the Doomsday device. Or the Devastation device, but what we saw was a diamond cutter, like you said, from the top, Matt Topolsky. And as Isaiah sits in front of us, and I cower in my chair, he has won this bizarre battle between this brood of Legion.
Well, Ghost has gotten exactly what he wanted here tonight. But what will this mean for the winner and the losers of tonight's matchup in the grand scheme of all that is bizarre and uncanny in the world of Legion?
Clay Roberts, can I please have a moment of your time? You were this close to defeating JJ Blake, but once again, you fell short. How are you feeling right now?
Nancy, I didn't get into professional wrestling to be average. I got into professional wrestling to be great, to be a champion. And I know I can do that. I know it. But the last 2 times I've stepped in the ring, I've hit a wall known as JJ Blake. And JJ has everything you could want in a reality of wrestling superstar, the look, the ability, the charisma. And I just can't get past it. But I was this close. I was this close to breaking through that wall. And to be that close to something that you want so badly, it makes me want it that much more.
An accident in the 21st century presents an entirely new set of challenges. From self-driving cars to failures in new safety technology, if you've been injured in a car accident, you need a 21st century lawyer. After all, you have to make your case here before you can win it here. Injured? Choose the smart lawyer. Call Walker Texas Lawyer now and download the Walker Texas Lawyer app.
Road Nation, I'm Ashley Bull, backstage here with the Texas heavyweight champion, the Bear, Ryan Davidson. Now, Ryan, you have successfully defended your title on numerous occasions, and next week, you'll be facing one of the top talents from around Texas. That opponent is Moonshine Mantell.
Moonshine Mantell. A top talent, you say. That's cute. That's cool. You know, I faced a lot of these top talents that have came around here to reality wrestling, and they've all failed. But I've heard about Moonshine, too. First of all, he's a human being that calls himself Moonshine. That's pretty interesting. Second of all, I heard you're mean, you're big, you're bad, you're strong, and you're definitely something to take notice to. Cool. A song and dance that I've heard over and over and over again. And here you are, since apparently it's happy hour here at Reality Wrestling. You're trying to get a nice taste of that opportunity at Championship Gold. Well, you know, there's a little shot of Quickest Kicks in the South. You got a little bit of a Fly Death. You got Champions of All Television. You got La Familias. You got El Campeones. And, of course, you have the one, the straw that stirs that drink, the Bear from Bel Air, Ruthless Ryan Davidson, the Texas heavyweight champion. And Moonshine, my victories taste really, really good. No one knows who you are. Everyone knows who I am. So why don't you come on down and get yourself a taste? Because you either answer the call or get mauled.
Hey, you all right?
Yeah, I'm fine. I was just resting my eyes. I was working on this thing for the...
What's that for?
The Tron.
The Tron?
It's for the Tron, yeah.
I've
been working on it.
I like it. It's a good start.
Got some good stuff on it.
I was wondering, are you busy?
No, I'm not busy. Why?
Oh, I mean, you're kind of busy, but let's go get something to eat.
Okay.
You down?
That's fine. Yeah, I mean, you mind picking me up and carrying me to the... Picking me up and carrying me.
What? What? Why?
My ribs are still hurt from Fat 2 Railroad spiking me to the canvas. I mean,
that was pretty crazy, but I'd carry you?
Yeah, pick me up on your back, and let's get out of here. Let's go to Pandy.
I was going to tell you, you did a great job in the match with Fat 2.
Thank you.
I guess. Climb aboard, big boy. Let's go.
Take you back?
Let's go.
Yeah, sounds good. Oh, this is going to be a long ride. Now you're carrying me literally instead of figuratively.
Welcome back to the Reality of Wrestling. Brad Gilmore alongside Matt Topolsky. And Brad, coming up next, a man that you would never want to encounter in a dark alley, and that's Van Harrison. And he is very angry, and he wants back his television championship. And Ayden Cristiano, I think, is going to bear the brunt of Van Harrison.
Well, you know what? We might see that, but you say Van Harrison isn't someone you want to find in a dark alley. Neither is Ayden Cristiano.
That's true.
Especially when he's got his posse with him, with his familia with him. Anything is possible. No one would have predicted, not only did Ayden Cristiano come back at that pay-per-view, that he would have beaten Van Harrison for the television championship. This man's crafty. He's a veteran. He's been reality wrestling champion. He's been tag team champion. He held both of those titles for a very long time, so he knows all about longevity. Ayden Cristiano, if he's playing his cards right, he could retain. I'm still picking Van Harrison, but he's got the opportunity to retain.
Will it be the cerebral Ayden Cristiano retaining here tonight, or will we all hail Van for a second time as TV champion? We head up to the ring for the main event. Well, here we go. The main event is about to begin, and business, in the words of good old JR, is about to pick up, because here comes the former Reality of Wrestling television champion, one mountain of a man. All hail Van.
Former, if you can believe that, the former television champion. It almost looks odd without seeing that TV strap around his waist. But he has the opportunity, and really the odds on his side here tonight.
Well, not so fast. I mean, you talk about odds, and one would say if this was a one-on-one competition, yes, of course. However, we know how La Familia rolls. They roll deep. The story of Ayden Cristiano being one of the cornerstones of Reality of Wrestling, the multiple factions that he has been a part of or has led, the many iterations of his style and performances. Of course, that incredible rivalry that he had in 2017 with the Latin heartthrob Gino, for which he is now brought in to the La Familia family. The way he has constantly reinvented himself and now looking physically better than he ever has in his career. It's as if Ayden Cristiano has reached the peak of his powers. And his ability must be respected. And of course, as beautiful as she is dangerous, Reina always makes her presence felt out here as well.
You're right, Matt Topolsky. Reina vicious, dangerous. A lot of the times, the inspiration for Ayden Cristiano. And you're right, he is in the best physical shape we've ever seen in his career.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, the challenger from Lubbock, Texas, weighing in at 275 pounds, Van Harrison. His opponent, accompanied to the ring by Reina, representing La Familia, weighing in at 215 pounds. He is the television champion, Ayden Cristiano.
Well, the Reality of Wrestling television championship is on the line.
Oh, wait a second. Oh, come on, not again. We saw this a few weeks ago as it occurred with La Familia.
Well, the referee needs to get out of it.
Oh, look out! Ayden Cristiano just flew! La Familia coming out here before the bell even rings. The bell has not rung. This matchup has not begun. And Lashley Bull barely finished the official introductions before La Familia came out here.
It's complete chaos.
sure of it. We don't need an X-ray to tell that.
We hit the stand up, the fam through blood, through the mud, show nothing.
Well, we're not going to have a television title match here tonight in our main event. We're not going to have a contest. We're not going to have a one-on-one wrestling match between Ayden Cristiano and Van Harrison, thanks to another patented La Familia gang assault. And how the hell can he stand there on that second rope and act as if he's a deserving champion when this is the way he defends his title by not even defending? Give me a break.
I'm in agreement with you, Matt Topolsky. It's really despicable and sickening.
Brad Gilmore, two of the top stars in this company, and Rex Andrews, the former Reality of Wrestling champion, former thanks to La Familia, and now a rising star in Van Harrison, have both been crippled by the actions of these cowards.
I mean, it's a shame. Something has to be done before this becomes an epidemic in Reality of Wrestling. Twice is more than enough for Booker T and the powers that be here in Reality of Wrestling to step in and stop this.
Ayden Cristiano is on one hell of a power trip, and something's got to give.